February 28, 1948. The merchant vessel SS Ourang Medan is crossing the Strait of Malacca between Sumatra and Malaysia, carrying a cargo of volatile materials. Radio operators aboard nearby ships pick up a transmission in English, all officers including captain dead lying in chartroom and bridge. Probably whole crew dead. The message is repeated twice, then cuts to a chilling final line, "I die." The Ourang Medan never transmits again. Ships dispatch rescue teams to her last known coordinates. What they find defies explanation. The crew is found dead in their positions, faces frozen in expressions of agony. No signs of fire, no collision, no evidence of violence. Only smoke still drifting through the empty corridors. The investigation begins immediately. British naval authorities examine the ship's manifest. The Ourang Medan is registered in Panama but operating under Dutch interests, carrying phosphorus and other combustible cargo destined for Singapore. The crew is a mix of nationalities: Dutch, British, Chinese, Indonesian. Rescue reports describe the captain slumped at his desk, the chief engineer sprawled on the engine room floor, sailors found in beds and corridors. No obvious cause of death. No signs of poisoning in preliminary examinations. But the details fragment quickly. Some reports mention burn marks on the bodies. Others describe strange whitish powder coating the holds. Maritime records grow contradictory. By 1950, the ship has effectively been erased from official files. Archives in Singapore, Batavia, and London contain gaps where documentation should exist. Then the certainties collapse. Research in the 1960s reveals a troubling fact: no independent verification of the rescue actually exists. The ships that supposedly found the Ourang Medan cannot be confirmed. The crew names don't match any official roster. Some historians suggest the distress call may have been a garbled relay, a game of maritime telephone across radio frequencies. Others point to the phosphorus cargo. White phosphorus ignites spontaneously in moist air. It produces thick white smoke and extreme heat. It could explain the smoke, the deaths, the rapid spread. But if a fire started, why no visible damage to the hull? Why would the crew send out a calm Morse code message instead of panic? The more we examine the evidence, the less it holds its shape. There are two ways to read this case. The first is pragmatic. The SS Ourang Medan sank due to spontaneous combustion of its volatile cargo. The crew's bodies were never fully examined because the ship went down before rescue teams could document it. The distress calls and survivor accounts were contaminated by rumor and poor radio communication. This explanation is orderly, chemical, noble. The second path leads somewhere darker. If the rescue actually occurred, and the ship was truly found with a dead crew and no obvious cause, then we have a genuine unsolved death. Something aboard that vessel killed every person on it within minutes, left no forensic trace, and motivated powerful maritime authorities to erase the record. Which explanation requires us to believe more in the darkness of human nature, that officials covered up a disaster, or that we've simply lost a ship to the chaos of the sea? The SS Ourang Medan existed. Ships reported a distress call. A vessel matching her description was seen in the Strait of Malacca in February 1948. Beyond that, the case dissolves into competing versions. No bones, no rust, no wreckage ever confirmed her final resting place. The radio operators who received the Morse code died without expanding their accounts. The ship herself became a phantom cited in maritime history, argued about in forums, but never truly recovered. What haunts this mystery isn't the question of what killed the crew. It's the silence that came after. In 1948, information moved slowly across the world. Records could vanish. Ships could disappear in the time it took news to cross an ocean. The Ourang Medan reminds us that some mysteries don't persist because they're supernatural. They persist because we let them.